it takes a while. And this for all my people who's technical and need the financial term and the term on it. Financial freedom usually means having enough savings, financial investments, or cash on hand to afford the kind of life you desire for yourself or with your family. It means growing savings that enables us to retire or pursue the career we want without being driven by earning a set salary each year. So, like you said, even it took me, it was always a goal of mine since I was doing in college to have a house in Atlanta. And that was when I was 21. I'm about to be 34 this year. It took me 13 years to get the house I really want. And I still ain't got the house I really want in Atlanta. I'm still an investor at heart. So I got the house that it's a real nice house in Atlanta, but I still have a lot of equity in it. And I'm still about to build me a unit behind it. Because somebody else gonna have to pay for it. I mean, I'm not gonna be there all the time. I mean, I'm just gonna have to build me a unit on the outside so I can add value to the property. Because that's gonna add value. Because I'm gonna be like, yo, you can rent out the back for $30,000, $3,500. You can rent out the front for $8,000 and $10,000. I'm gonna need $1.5 million of it. So
that's the biggest thing that we want to make sure you guys are aware of when we talk about location freedom and financial freedom is that it's putting a plan together. Execute on the plan, realizing that you're going to fail on it. There's been a lot of situations that we realize that, maybe this is not going to be the main reason of doing it. But still having that ultimate goal of, hey, my lifestyle is going to be like this. So this is what I need to do is put it in place. So I need to put the right people and the right systems in place in order for me to actually have that location freedom and financial freedom. So that's what we were talking about when we said location freedom and financial freedom. A lot of people really had liked that. That was actually a really good thing for us to actually talk about is what our personal goals are and how we're actually maneuvering around them. Because I think you realize with COVID that life is short, that you don't have a lot of time. You may think, well, I'll retire at 65 and move. I went to Hawaii and we was like on like a mountain. And I saw like 65-year-olds on this damn mountain. I'm like, I ain't gonna be on no mountain.
65 to be on this mountain to join my life.
I was like, I could barely move on the rocks. I'm going side to side, and I'm like, I'm not gonna wait to 65 and do it. Like,
and I always say, you got 7 streams of income. If you got one, you're too close to zero for me.
Yeah,
I mean, even in real estate, like one of my main income in real estate was foreclosures. That dried up.
Yeah.
But if I didn't have Airbnbs, I didn't have new construction houses, I might have been on this podcast right now. Just to be real with you. I might not be here talking with y'all right now. I've been probably out here in the streets because that did dry up. So you got to have different streams of income. And I tell people, take advantage while you're young, man. Don't be afraid to fail because you're not really going to fail really if you just not get a crazy deal. It's not an overnight success. If somebody promised you an overnight success in real estate, run because it's not overnight success. Like Chauncey said, since I was in junior in 2009, when I was a junior in college, I had this plan. Chauncey, we bought our houses in 2014 and been trying to get this plan going 8 years ago. So please, people, to get financial freedom, you always got to make sure you got multiple streams of income coming in. You get multiple checks. Go get that employer check. Go get that rental check. Go get that stock
Go
check.
get that dog check.
Go get that dog check. I mean, what you do? I mean, everybody got to hustle now after COVID.
Yeah.
I mean, I seen a girl on the news. She quit her job and she helped people organize their closet.
Yeah.
And she
been
booked
killing
out the next year.
Yeah.
Like she just said, she said, how you got started? My job laid me off for COVID. And I reorganized my house. I just feel like this could be a good service. And people paid her. And she's booked to the next 2023 is the earliest you can get her.
That's what I'm saying. So find you what you're passionate about. Figure out how you're going to monetize it. But don't just jump out of there and just quit your job and say, you know what, this is what I'm going to do because I got a passion for it. You're going to work long hours initially until you get those systems and those processes down play. And then look, situation happened that she was forced to do it. Yeah, she was forced to organize her closet and get her life situated and now look, she's doing it, making it a career. So that's what my biggest thing is. I think people, you're nervous about it. You have that fear of failing. Like it's a lot of situations when we did what we did with the Airbnb, you got to think the second one we closed, the regulation came down and said, they're gonna ban Airbnb in our area.
Oh, I love that regulation.
Yeah, it was perfect.
I love it.
Because, and you know what we said? We like, we still gonna go.
Yes.
Because everybody else is gonna stop.
People who did this for a living, like we did, say, I'm gonna slow down and wait till this regulation. And I said, I'm not.
Oh yeah, we said we're gonna continue to go steadfast. Yep, they're gonna push everybody out the market, and we're gonna go we're gonna go steady fast because we had a goal in mind. So make sure you guys are passionate about what you're doing.
And I'm gonna let you know, real talk, you're gonna have to sacrifice.
You're gonna have to sacrifice.
I'm sorry. You got to talk to your wife. You got to talk to your girlfriend. You got to talk to kids, whatever. You got to sacrifice. You got to have a real conversation. Like, we got to sacrifice a couple of years for a lifetime worth of fun, because you're going to have to do some things. The system is not set up for financial freedom or location freedom. They do not want you to have that. They want you to go buy a house, pay off in 30 years, retire in 35. You ever realize the time periods are the same?
Yep.
Like, you got a 30-year mortgage, now a 40-year mortgage. You work 30 to 40 years to retire. And then you sell your house to go to a retirement home. You never see the pattern. And you ever thought that's not a weird pattern to be in?
Your 401k you can't get till you turn 65.
Till you turn 60. Your money you put into your retirement, you can't touch it to 65. You never question that?
Yeah. It's a big thing. I was even looking at something today that I was on. Because see, now I'm doing a lot more learning. Like, I learned today that you can take your retirement account and invest it in real estate.
Yeah,
your stock market, your financial advisor does not want to do it because he can't do it. But you can take all the money from your 401k and put it into a self-managed fund. Now, I'm not a CPA, so you need to talk to a CPA and talk.
Little disclaimer.
But you can take that money and put it into a self-managed fund and invest that your retirement into whatever you want it to go into. Like, for me, it would be real estate. But what I'm saying is that you take all this time, these years off, and you're going to retire at 65 because we're going to get Social Security. I'm going to live my best life at 65.
Good luck with Social Security.
Yeah,
that's
good. Agree. So
I'll tell you that.
Yeah, so you taking your time out and actually doing that versus actually living your life right now, because you don't know you're going to make it at 65.
Okay.
But if I do make it at 65, I'm going to have assets enough to support my lifestyle thing. But if I don't, I know that when you lay in that darn hospital room, because that's how I always say that you're going to dang, I'm not going to have those dreams I wanted to do this right here and that they're going to go to death with me. Nope. They're going to say, dang, we live our best life, Chauncey. We did what we're supposed to do.
Yeah. And he was out here.
Yeah.
He was out here.
So that's kind of how my financial location freedom came up for me. And those things that is kind of those goals that you have, those are my goals. So whatever your goals is, maybe location freedom or financial freedom is not your goals. Whatever your goals is, what we're telling you is go after it.
And let me tell y'all something, man. This is free game. You can do it or you don't do it. You're not going to change anything in my life.
Agree.
Because at the end of the day, we have done it. We're on a path to financial freedom and freedom location. Mm-hmm. And all the sacrifices Chauncey said and stuff, we all made them. So when my clients be crying to me about high DTI ratios and stuff, and I be telling them, well, let's take a car to CarMax, sell your car, and then just rent a car for a month or two to close. I can't sell my car. I did.
Exactly.
I can't think of this down payment, but ain't you just got 10,000 in your 401k? You don't want to. That's my retirement. But you don't want to buy this investment property.
Okay.
I get it. If you say a lot of no's and stuff, I get it. But I don't say no's. I just try to figure out a way to get it done.
Agree 100%. I told my client the other day that he realized today, once he got his clear to close, that he came to the end of the road last week and was going to give up. He came to the stop sign where he was going to close on his house and decided to give up there. But we had a come to Jesus moment, because my thing is that it's no option on giving up. You're going to have to either, this is what you want. You say you tired of renting and you want to buy a house, then buy the house. I don't care what they told you that you need to do. You need to go ahead and handle that stuff and buy the house. So I talked to him today. He said that was the best conversation he had, because he realized there that complaining ain't going to do nothing. So he might as well go ahead and handle the stuff. And it was small stuff. But he had that roadblock mentally in his head that he's not going to make it to the next level. He's not going to think. Now, I bet you amount of money that he's going to buy this house right here. He's going to fix it up. And he's probably going to buy another one. And it's going to start that whole trend of now you trusting yourself versus waiting on trusting someone else. Because that's what I think sometimes when you look at it is that what COVID has taught you with your 9 to 5 is that, oh, this company gonna be here for the last 50 years, so it's gonna be good. What COVID taught you is that this company been here 50 years, but they're gonna cut this workforce by half of it, and they don't care about you being here 20 years and you've been with this company this long. COVID taught you that they'll cut you right there too. All right, see you later. We wish you the best, but we got to cut you.
Yeah, because business is going to adapt.
Mm-hmm.
Business is like, hey, we can't trust humans because this pandemic, you see, I already cut 10 days to 5 days for quarantine because you can't get 10 days off no more. You need to be back in 5 days. If I cut that to 3 days, if I didn't say you got COVID, just take a 10-minute nap and come back to work. Or they're going to get it automated. The business is not going to stop making money. You got to have a business mentality. They are building robots. They doing self-driving cars. They are trying to take the human error out their process so the profits can go up. So you have to think the same way. You got to look at yourself as I'm DeQuincy LLC and what's the best for me or my family and think of that ways. I mean, literally, my friend has a line brother who started making candles during COVID. Now they got it. Now they in Target.
Agree.
They just had they do side business on candles, and they candles sell for $30, $40.
Let me tell you about that story right there. Before COVID happened, I know somebody that used to make candles. Right? They was getting robbed buying the candles for a certain price out of the area. Guess what she did? She took the middle person out and went to find the people who make the glass. Mm-hmm. She was selling glass. Now, I wanted to go to China to see the factory that she owns because that's what she did. She don't even make candles no more. She was a supplier making the glass for the candles after she realized that somebody was up her price, and she was like, "I'll go find the glass." So she cut the middleman out and became the glass supplier, and she don't even make candles anymore.
Yeah.
Those what I'm saying is that's why I say these dogs right here, you can get rich off of this.
Yeah, anything.
I spent today on Amazon. I spent probably $5,000 or $6,000 on furnishing that Airbnb today. And it's somebody that's probably working a 9 to 5 that's selling beds and mattresses on Amazon, getting them for a discount, selling them on Amazon. That's automated. The only thing they got to do is put it in the mail. And they making the money off of it. And I appreciate them because it's cheaper. It was cheaper for me going to Lowe's or going to JCPenney's and buying the mattresses and buying the thing. Everybody won in that scenario. That person 9 to 5 probably the Amazon thing, they probably actually made some money off of it. And they probably sitting on Bora watching a darn
systems.
A system's actually showing itself.
Yeah, so man, it's to get it. You have to sacrifice. Every success story, every successful story has sacrifice in it. You ask Jeff Bezos how he got to the top, there's plenty of sacrifice. He made his parents invest in their company with their own money. Mm-hmm. Now they all rich. I mean, you gotta have to sacrifice to get to the end result.
But man, I think that I'm in part of this organization, and Quincy said something that was key at the beginning. This right here is a pro tip that he said. And honestly, if you guys send that to me, it's called your perfect daily schedule. Mm-hmm. You put that time in, log that time of what you're doing during the day for 2 weeks, you'll be surprised at how much time you're wasting. He said it at the beginning. He kind of went over it.
168 days. Yeah. Everybody got 168 hours in a week.
Yep.
I got 168. Chauncey got 168. Jeff Bezos got 168. Joaquin's got 168 hours in a week. It's a difference how you use your time because when you get successful, you realize money is not the goal. Time is the goal because you can't get everybody got the same time. That's when you start realizing time is way valuable than money.
Agree.
How to get things done, how to get new things. So you got to look at your time, if it's worth it to just get more time in your life. Like Chauncey said, I'm not going to be on the mountain 65. By the time I'm 65, I'm tell my grandkids, I've been everywhere you trying to go, son.
Oh, yeah. I'm enjoying sitting at home.
Yeah. I'll be happy at home when I'm that old. I ain't been going nowhere, baby. I've been everywhere we need to go.
Yeah. We done been everything. We already got the experiences. And for me, that's what my biggest thing is. Life at the end of the day is about experiences.
And you also, you can do the hour, the 168 hours, like you said, the planner. Also get your bank statement and highlight what's essential in green, what's crap in yellow, and what can go in orange. Because you're going to realize, man, you spend $200 a month at Chick-fil-A. You can spend that same $200 and get a side hustle going.
Agree.
So
buy dogs.
Yeah, I mean, do what you gotta do, man. I mean, shoot, get a hobby. I know people who repurposing furniture now. I mean,
that's what I said. So my biggest thing that we want to wrap this up is that for location freedom and financial freedom, if that is something that you actually are really, really into, those are the steps that you can actually go by. And we gave you guys the base on why we feel as if it's more important to us. And if you guys want to definitely hear more about financial freedom and location freedom on our kind of scale, definitely make sure you hit the like button. Definitely DM us. Also, make sure you guys follow every platform that we're on. We definitely enjoy this thing right here. Honestly, this is probably the realest conversation that we've had.
we tell it. There's no lies in this podcast. When I say I had a truck on 26s, I sold the rims and sold the truck. That's a true story. You're gonna ask my parents that, and they thought they was proud. Yeah. When I told them my plan, they was like, okay, he actually listened to us a little bit. When Chauncey said he ain't had the $25,000 about a lot, he ain't stopped looking. He just got a better property.
I did.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I told him I couldn't afford an $800 mortgage. I need somebody to pay $1,000 for me.
Agree.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have obstacles, like you said earlier. But like you said, man, I'm glad y'all enjoyed listening to us.
Definitely thank you guys for looking at the podcast.
Man, please keep liking, subscribing, sharing this podcast, man. We do it for you guys. Just so y'all can get in this crazy game and be more. We need people to go on these trips with. Come on, man. I can't be a yacht. We be the only two black guys there. We need some old black people.
I ain't gonna lie. Everybody need their own yacht because I might want to get on my yacht and your yacht.
Y'all starting at $25K. Everybody need their own yacht.
Yeah, I want to be able to get on your yacht because your yacht might be green on the inside, mine blue.
Exactly. We don't need you to pay for it. We need your assets to pay for it. To treat yourself.
Agree 100%.
So this is my Real Estate Mistakes podcast, man.
All right.